Hi, this is Kerry Artag with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Apple report for Monday, November 13th, 2023. But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. Before I jump into the charts, just want to mention that last week we did stock picks in Nike and Starbucks, 2 every week. You can check those out for free. Go to wickedstocks.com. We offer that 5-day free trial. You can get all your money back if you don't like what you see. So on with the charts. Apple. Significant rally over the last few weeks, coming off this long-term support once again. We've tested it several times following the settlement in May above the 165.23 to 66.65 area. We rallied nicely, July high, back to long-term support, holding above 165.23 to 166.65, does maintain a longer-term objective at 231.11. By this point next year or sooner, that sooner would come with a weekly settlement Friday above 185.93. That is the weekly channel top. Now, the daily channel top, I can show you, we actually did close above on Friday, but weekly charts reign supreme in terms of longer-term trend identification, and it really is 185.93. So we have another week to play out. Now, there's nothing to say that we don't gap above 185.93, on Monday and continue higher. Now, I can show you some price points here. 189.98 is that pullback high from very early September before we fell off again, and 192.65 is the low of the high. 198.23 is the high itself. So assuming we continue higher, and we may, 185.52 is a valid support level on its own count. That is the daily channel top to the weekly channel top at 185.93, which we settled right at essentially on Friday. So we do not have a buy signal on the weekly chart. We have a bit of one, of course, on the daily chart above 185.52. So assuming we continue higher, the 189.98 level, I don't know about today. We have these minor points on the way up, but I would consider this to be a 2 to 3 day target right now. Assuming we also close today above 185.93, and we settled Friday at 186.40. So you can buy 185.52. It is part of that range that begins at 185.93. and above which I think you can anticipate 189.98 by midweek, 192.65 by Friday's close, and over the next several weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, a retest of the 198.23 July high, where we can, yes, double top for a day, perhaps a week, but I don't think more than that. I do see that if we can close this week Friday above 185.93, that sets up another leg up. Not altogether different, I think, than the January low to the July high. And this was obviously a 6-month move. We've got some of it completed already following the coming off that mid-160s support. So this could be a 3 to 5 month move up to 231.11. Closing above 185.93 at the end of the week, I think you can reach for 240, 250 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least, I would go a year out. This could take the better part of 6 months, and you don't want to see your premium decay as you approach your objective. And I think that outlines it all pretty well. In terms of the downside, let's talk downside, that in the event, and where are you? Here, there's a lot going on here. If we break, especially if we open today below 185.52, we can ease back to this other channel at 182.39. I have it weighted as just an intraday support level, but it may well contain daily selling pressures. I'll also say that if we close today back below 185.52, we probably have a good high for the week, and we can ease back over the next few days to 180.20. 180.20 I've beefed up to a weekly support, able to contain weekly selling pressures. From there, we can round back up into the mid 180s within 3 to 5 days within a full week. So in terms of the 3 to 5 day dynamic, I'll take you back upside to this chart, remind you over the next 3 to 5 days, 189.98, potentially 192.65. This all true above 185.52. And inversely, 3 to 5 days, if we close back below 185.52, swing traders can play the short side down to 180.20, where we can bottom out for the week, possibly through next week, and following a test of 180.20, have at the mid 180s again within 3 to 5 days of doing so. Now, I've changed the trend dynamic outlook just a bit. I say we are bullish through the rest of the year and through Q1 and well into next year, actually, if we close the week Friday above 185.93. Part of that has already been completed with the settlement Friday above the 185.52 channel top. So, we're kind of in a tentative buy signal longer term. The final shoe to drop, of course, is a Friday settlement above 185.93. And inversely, if we look at the downside, it really is 180.20 in my opinion. If we close back below 180.20, I see a good high not only through the rest of November, but perhaps through the rest of the year. Yes, 172.79 will be a meaningful support level. It will be considered a 1 to 2 week objective if we close below 180.20. But I see a case to be made that if we close back below 180.20, we can unravel our way within 2 to 3, 3 to 5 weeks, all the way back into the mid 160s again, which would once again present another buy opportunity longer term. Longer term being through Q1 and even through all of 24. We are bullish near, mid, and long term above the mid 160s. And it would be in reach again, the mid 160s, if we were to close back below 180.20 over the next 3 to 5 days. This will put us back on our heels through the rest of the year. 172.79 considered a 1 to 2 week objective. The mid 160s again in reach by the end of December, if we close below 180.20. There's also a case to be made that if we have trouble getting above 185.93, if we back off on Monday and this is the high of the week and we begin to ease south, just know that holding below the mid 180s will keep the mid 160s in reach by the end of the year, perhaps with present volatility. That will be confirmed, in my opinion, with a settlement in the coming days below 180.20. So if you're long or looking to get long and your time horizon is, 3 to 5 weeks out to 3 to 5 months, 3 to 5 weeks, let's say, closing below 180.20, I see no good reason to be long as we move into December. In fact, you want to play the short side. I do think we can unravel all the way back into the mid 160s again by the end of December if we close below 180.20. I think I've said it a number of times, and that's all that needs to be said. I'm going to leave it at that. What image should I leave you with for today? I'll leave you with this one. I think it's the most appropriate, shows the most trade levels. Please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday's Apple Report. You have a great day.